Thank you. On February 22nd, 2022, you addressed your country in a nationwide address when the conflict in Ukraine started. And you said that you were acting because you had come to the conclusion that the United States, through NATO, might initiate a, quote, surprise attack on our country. And to American ears, that sounds paranoid. Tell us why you believe the United States might strike Russia out of the blue. How did you conclude that?
You know, Tucker, I must insist you not ask me any silly questions. If you continue to do so, I will have your enormous head turned into a rucksack for my trips to Siberia.
Here's the quote. Thank you.
But first I'd give you a thorough prostrate exam.
Do you believe Hungary has a right to take its land back from Ukraine and that other nations have a right to go back to their 1654 borders?
Fuck no. Next question.
Have you told Viktor Orban that he can have part of Ukraine?
Now, why would I do that? Isn't it obvious these lengthy monologues on historical borders are framed in a manner to suit my own personal interests, to provide an admittedly flimsy and absurd justification for extending Russia's borders to their greatest extent? I wouldn't give Hungary the steam off my piss.
Well, that is, and there's a lot of that, though. I think many nations are upset about Transylvania as well, as you obviously know. But many nations feel frustrated by the redrawn borders of the wars of the 20th century and wars going back 1,000 years, the ones that you mentioned. But the fact is that you didn't make this case in public until 2 years ago, February. And in the case that you made, which I read today, you explain at great length that you felt a physical threat from the West in NATO, including potentially a nuclear threat, and that's what got you to move. Is that a fair characterization of what you said?
Of course not. There is no threat to Russia. The threat is only to me. Democracy is gradually spreading east, and I was next in line to be deposed and probably executed for my decades-long rape of Russia.